Hey there, Tarot Tubers! April here on Tarot and Witchery, and this week I'm doing a VR to She Walks in Beauty, the lovely She Walks in Beauty. She's so sweet. And her tag is #9things. I thought this was just a fun thing to do where we could kind of get to know each other a little bit. This is going to be quick, and I'm hoping that if you don't have a tarot tube, that maybe you'll answer some of these questions down below, just so I can kind of get to know some of you out there. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and I just want to let you know that I have free PDF printables that are all sorts of tarot funlies down below in the description box. Number 1, what's something that you don't know about me? I have led a very colorful life and done all sorts of fun things, but I wanted to share something a little bit more poignant about myself because this is a current discussion on TarotTube and on WitchTube. And that is at age 19 and 20, I had chronic depression. And I have struggled with depression on and off my whole life. And I know that this isn't like a fun opening question, but I did want to put it out there because I do want you to know that if you struggle in this way, that you're not alone. And I think it's a valuable conversation for all of us to be having so that we can get comfortable about having this conversation with one another so that people can reach out when they need help to get the help they need. And also so that we can learn how to be supportive for one another. I think ups and downs are a natural part of life, and learning to talk about depression is vital for communities across the world. Number 2, a tarot card that describes you. I'm going to give you a major arcana, a minor arcana, and a court because I like to cheat a little bit on this. So for the major arcana, I would say right now at this time in my life, it's the Judgment card. It's that being reborn into the world, really waking up to myself in a fresh way, being called to action in the aspects of myself that I've grooved over the last portions of my life. So that's kind of exciting. It's a very exciting time for me in my life. And then for the court cards, I'm just a Queen of Wands kind of gal, as much as I wish I were a Queen of Cups or maybe like a Page of Pentacles. I continue to be a Queen of Wands kind of person. So, you know, I enjoy creating. I enjoy creating for outcomes. And I love to think about input and output. So, you know, and I kind of have that fiery nature because of my sun and my moon both being in fire signs. Okay, and then my minor arcana card, I would say right now at this time in my life, it would be the 6 of Pentacles. Really learning about just what I was saying there about the Queen of Wands, excuse me. Learning about balancing input and output and learning how to receive from the world, from people around me in equal fashion as much as I put out. I tend to be sort of a lone wolf, which Saturnarian talked about this, you know, as an Aries trait, that we tend to kind of want to do things on our own so that we can say we did it. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm really loving equal exchange. I'm really enjoying asking for help more and receiving and also giving. So I love that about the 6 of Pentacles in its highest expression, is about that kind of balance. Number 3, song from the soundtrack of your life, and I chose the Grateful Dead's Box of Rain. If you're not familiar with it, I'm actually going to put the lyrics down below in the box because it is such a cool song. It's written by Robert Hunter. The last verse of the song is, "It's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you dare. It's just a box of rain or a ribbon for your hair. Such a long, long time to be gone and a short time to be there." I love this song. It's about magic in the strangest of places. It's about what you need showing up when you need it and being surprised by life and just the mystery of how what we need appears in the oddest of ways, or in ways that are so small and yet significant. So that's definitely something that I'm always looking for the magic, the sparkle in my life. And so that song is definitely a song from the soundtrack of my life. Number 4, Childhood or adulthood crush. I've never been too much of a crusher, but I'm going to say I do have a girl crush, and it's been with me for years, and it's Liv Tyler. Oh my gosh, she is just so beautiful. My husband knows about this. He's totally cool with it. I don't roll that way, but I would for her. Number 5, a book that changed your perspective. The first thing that comes to mind is a little tiny book published independently by a creator here in Eugene, Oregon. And it's called Have What You Will, Start Here, Start Now. And it was just this really small book. And I got this book and I used this book to help me get out of that clinical depression that I was talking about with you. And I came across a copy of it a couple years ago and again passed it on to a friend, hoping I'd find another. And it's just like, I can't find it. Someday, maybe I'll find a copy of it again. But it's basically manifestation through behavior modification. And that book just really showed me that I could, by using my mind and my body even, change my life, change my mind. And actually, I would say this is actually coupled with another book at the same time, which was Magical Mind, Magical Body by Deepak Chopra. These are so old, you guys. My God, this is like so long ago. Just really changed my perspective on what was possible from a quantum level, how channeling my thoughts could help, and how, again, moving my body, using my body, and directing my actions in my life could change my brain chemistry. And over a period of months, that's exactly what I did. And this book was just instrumental in making that happen and getting me out of a very dark place. I should say months and months and months. About a year total to get out of that really dark place. But great book. Have What You Will, Start Here, Start Now. One thing you wish you could bring back. Okay, yes, but not really. Pez. I know that Pez come around kind of like once a year. But when I was a kid, Pez were so magical. I would go to the store and there would just be all the different Pez's lined up and I would be like, oh, I want one so badly. I'm totally not into plastic, so I don't really want this, but man, those were super cool. And I still, every Christmas, my kids find one and get one for me, and I just love it. Number 7, one thing you wish would leave the world. This was so easy for me, fear. Yep, that's super big. I'm not going to go into it. Just think about it for a minute. Think about what your life would be like without fear. Think about how you would interact with other people without fear. Now, I know there's a lot of contingencies about that, but I would even go so far as to say, if you're thinking about like, oh, you might be in danger of someone else, I think that fear motivates people to do awful things. And without it, we would be in a much better place. Number 8, the last thing you bought. And the last thing I bought, I just ordered online, was a book on Sufism that I am super excited to get, that I'm going to be using for bibliomancy. And I'm going to be doing a bibliomancy course here in June, probably the last 2 weeks of June. I'm going to be doing a bibliomancy course. So if you're interested in that, then you should sign up for my newsletter down below, because then you'll get that emailed to you when that happens. Number 9, your rapper name. It's Lil plus the last thing that you drank. Right here. And so my rapper name would be Lil Hot Chocolate. So I'd just like to say that if you heard that name and then you saw me, you'd probably be disappointed, because you'd be thinking about this like luscious black woman with like this super like fro that's just like a goddess. So let's get more specific so it sounds just a little bit more like I really am. So it would be little organic unsweetened soy hot chocolate. Yeah, that about sums it up. Do me a favor and leave me some of your responses to these questions down below. I'd love to get to know you. And if you like, you can check out these videos over here and get some more content from me. Until we meet again, may you have the strength to express yourself to the world in a way that feels authentic and allows you to walk the path that you were designed to.